Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the structured query language, which is a powerful and standardized programming language used for managing and manipulating the relational databases. So basically, before we start with the structured query language, it's important for us to understand what is the database and the relational databases. For us to know the basic terminologies that we will be using very oftenly in SQL, in structured query language. So first of all, it's very important for us to understand what a database is, what is the importance of databases in modern computing, how the centralized storage and management of structured data helps in storing all the related data items in the database. We'll understand the different types of databases that we have along with the database management system and relational database management system with their features. As we all know that databases are part of our everyday lives, even though most of the time we don't even think about them. If you have ever made an airline reservation or used an ATM machine or made a mobile phone call, you have used a database. In fact, many cities use intelligent traffic guiding system databases to control stoplights. So the next time if you're waiting at a red light, it may be a database that is responsible for your delay. So in this video, we'll learn more about the databases, how they are organized and created. So in basic term, the databases are actually the integrated collection of the related information along with the details so that it is available to the several user for the different application. So the application program and the databases are very important for modern computing. Here in this slide, you can see that we have the students table, we have the student database, and we have the table computer science. And in the relational database, we have multiple tables which are related by means of a common field. So here, if we are talking about the database is the student database here. And one of the tables that we have in the students database is computer science. So like this, we have several tables in the student database, which will be interlinked with each other by a common field. Okay. So in the relational database, we need to understand the basic attributes. We have various types of relational databases, but the top 10 largest databases use the Oracle RDBMS. We have various terms that are associated with the databases. So one by one, we are going to see all these terminologies that are used in the database. So as here you can see, we have this table, which is nothing but a relation, which is a basic storage structure. And in this relation, we have various columns, and each of these columns, they store one kind of data in a table. Then we have several records in the table, and these records, they store data for one table instance. Then we have the field or the data item, that is the basic value that is found at the intersection of a row and a column. And for each of these records, we have a primary key which uniquely identifies all the records in the table. So here in this example, in this computer science table, we have the roll number which uniquely identifies Rahul, Raj, and Rohit. Each of these records are identified by the unique roll number. Then we have one more very important key, that is the foreign key. And this foreign key actually helps in establishing the referential integrity, which we are going to see more in the upcoming videos. Now here, as we can see that for accessing the data from the database, we need to have a system. And this system is nothing but the database management system. So the database management system is basically the application software which is used by the clients or the users to access the data that is stored in the database. We have various types of database models. One of commonly used model is the relational database model. So when we talk about relational database model, it's a model which establishes the relationship in terms of with respect to the tables with the help of the keys, the primary key majorly, and the foreign key. So we have the older data model also, but seeing the advantages of the relational database model, it has become very popular and it is commonly used for storing the data in the database. So here in the relational model, it establishes the relationship between the tables, between the relations using the primary keys, the foreign keys, and the indexes. So with this, it becomes easier for the user to access the data, and the processing speed and the accessing speed is faster than the old navigational model, like we have the hierarchical model and the other conventional models. So we have various RDBMS, like we have SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, and many other. So these are the few examples of relational database management system. Now coming to the structured query language. Structured query language is a language which is commonly used with all the relational databases for defining the structure of the data, for manipulating the data in the database, and for working with the uh, data that is stored in the database. So basically, if we talk about the importance and the significance of SQL, then SQL serves as the foundation for accessing and manipulating the data in the relational database management system. And it is widely used across industries and domains for tasks ranging from simple data retrieval to complex analytics and reporting. So SQL plays a crucial role in data driven decision making, business intelligence, and application development. So basically, we have few features of SQL here. It's a non-procedural language. It is an English-like language, which makes it easy to learn, easy to understand. Here, the language is more of the query language instead of having that procedural constructs. And here we can process a single record as well as group of records at a time. So this is the advantage of using the SQL. We have the operations, some common operations like inserting, updating, deleting, selecting, which can be done record by record or it can be done on a group of records. All SQL statement define what is to be done rather than how it is to be done. It has the facilities for defining database views, security, and transactions. So here it empowers users to extract not only the valuable information from the large data set, but also it enables effective data management, reporting, decision making within the organization. Here, if we talk about SQL, it's a fundamental skill for anyone working with data or databases to offer a versatile and powerful tool set for manipulating and managing the data. So here it's very important to understand the fundamentals of SQL and its importance in data management and analysis, and then only you can understand the purpose of the databases and you can understand how you can work with the data effectively within your organization or career.